Hi guys, today's video is about maintaining an aquarium, which can be a rewarding hobby, a happy hobby for you for a longer term. But this hobby and this process requires a regular attention to ensure a healthy and happy aquatic environment for your fishes and other aquatic habitats. In this video, we are going to talk about some general steps which helps you to maintain the tank in a proper way for a longer term. Listen to the video fully and let us know your comments and suggestions. And if you have any queries, please share it in the DM. We will revert back with the right answer. Point number one is setup and cycling. This process involves setting up the aquarium properly, adding substrates, stones, plants, and whatever decoration items you want to add to it. So this ensures your aquarium is looking beautifully and aesthetically according to your plan of setting it up to view. And filling the water, filling the dechlorinated water, that is one of the important parameter. Cycle is the process where you add the water and leave the tank to settle down for 10 to 7 days. By this process, you support to establish beneficial bacteria, which helps to break down toxic ammonia nitrate and produced by the waste of the water, and it keeps the water calm and clean so that you can add the fishes and they will be very healthily without any stress. Point number two is water quality. So you have to test your water before adding to the tank, like ammonia, nitrates, pH, and the temperature and everything. And after adding to the tank, let them settle down for a week's time. Then do a test again. Check whether all the parameters are specifically in the range according to the requirement of the fish. If that is there, well and good, you can add the fish at any point of time. Second thing is that if you still have the issue in the tank, remove the 30% of the settled down water from the down and add 30% new water, so that the unwanted waste which is settled down in the water can be siphoned out from the bottom, and new water when you are adding, it will help to balance the water parameters according to the specific range which is required to add fishes. Point number three is filtration. Filtration has two types of requirements which you have to check on. First one, choose the appropriate filter base on the size of the tank and the type of which you are going to add in the tank. So having a right filtration setup according to your tank is very helpful, because filtration helps you to remove waste debris, waste products, and harmful substances from the water which are settling down from the water or which are circulated in the water. So that is the one of the very important aspect. The second thing is that the filter media which you are going to use in the process of filtration, so that it will do the filtration properly according to the requirement, and at the same time which helps to develop beneficial bacteria colonies, so that it breaks down the ammonia nitrate or any other parameter in the water. So filtration is an important aspect you have to focus on. Please check on it in a proper way before setting up the filtration setup. Point number four is feeding. So it is an important aspect for your fish's growth, but at the same time, overfeeding or not giving the right food to the right fishes might lead to uneaten food which is accumulated in the floor, aquarium tank floor, and it will start having water quality issues and health issues for the fishes. So here I have few suggestions for you. First thing is, if you can, for every 15 days or something, you can siphon out the water, like 10% of the from the floor, so that the uneaten food which is getting decomposed will be siphoned out, and it will by this you will not affect the water quality and something. Second thing is, feed the fishes twice a day, morning and evening. Don't if you want to give 100% of the food, split the food into 50% in the morning and the evening 50%. By that you are feeding the fishes in the right requirement, and they will eat in the right interval of time, so that the wastage of food will be very minimal. Try this process and share your views and comments in the DM. Point number 5 is lighting. So provide appropriate lighting for your aquarium. Different plants requires different kind of lighting requirements. So select the plant accordingly based on your lighting, or what kind of setup you are going to do, plan it and buy light accordingly, so that it will help the plants to grow well and it will look beautiful in a aesthetic way overall. If you don't have a proper lighting, the plant will start decay and they will start to decompose in the floor of the aquarium, which again affects the habitat of your whole setup. So have a proper lighting and plan the lighting in a way, a minimalistic way, in the natural daylight and the night cycle also, so that it will be balanced and the plants also will grow properly. Point number 6 is aquascaping and decors. So here there are 2 points to be taken care. First one is arrange the decorations, plants, substrates, or all other things which you are going to add in the tank according to your fishes and for your aesthetic preferences, like the appeal of the tank overall. Second thing is this, trim and remove unwanted live plants if you are planning for a live plant setup in a regular intervals, so that it will avoid overcrowding of growth and ensure no plants getting decayed and like things settle down in the floor of your tank, which eventually lead to water getting contaminated or any other infection spreading among the fishes. So that is one of the important aspect to be taken care. Hi guys, point number 7 is health monitoring. This is an important factor which all the hobbyists and people who loves to grow fish at home should know, because if that get affected, the whole effort of you having a fish tank or planning to set up a fish tank will get spoiled. So you have to observe the fishes on regular basis for any sign or fungal infection or stress overall on them. If you find out anything, you please remove them from the tank, keep them in separately for a week's time, treat them well, and later if you feel they are very cured, you add back to the tank, so that you will avoid potential infection from them to spreading to other fishes. Second thing is prevention is cure. So the more you observe and more you keep your tank healthy in a biological balanced way, it will help your tank to be active and beautiful for a longer term. Point number 8 is algae control. So algae are a common issue in any aquarium tank, especially in planted tanks aquariums. So to control algae, you should stop overfeeding, should have a proper light process, and ensure all water parameters are stable, which includes the filtration process also. So if you have everything in the right place, yes, you can avoid algae growing in your tank. And my suggestion is how much ever your tank size is, have some algae eaters like snails, shrimps, or salmage algae eater is the best example. So they generally helps to control the algae produced on your tank in a natural way. So they keep feeding on algae and they keep the environment in check and balance. So all these parameters in the right place, and you have so few algae eaters in your tank, which can be controlled up to like 60 to 70%. Rest you have to do manually when you're cleaning up the tank in the larger scale or on a longer scale. Point number 9 is maintaining equipment. Regular clean of the aquarium glasses and the equipments which inside the tank prevents of building of algae and other debris. So that if you clean it properly, the major outbreak of algae or any other water contamination will not happen. So have a check on that on a regular basis. Second thing is this, check the equipments which supports the aquarium, like filters, heaters, wave maker and all other things, and they ensure they work properly. By this you have a healthy aquarium setup which will be going for a longer term, and your hobby will be also in a happy and progressive way. Point number 10 is research and learn. So continuously educate yourself about the specific requirements of fishes and plants in your aquarium tank. This will help you to enhance your tank in a longer term, and help you to run the setup of the tank for a longer time without any issues. So that is one of the important factor. Second thing is you can join any other local forums or aquarium clubs to connect your experience with other hobbyists and share your knowledge and their knowledge for advices and experience. We Avas Aquatics also have a forum through WhatsApp. We'll share the link in the description. Join us through that. Share your requirements or any issues you are facing on setting up your aquarium or whatever it is. We'll go through it and share a right information to have a happy aquarium setup for a longer time. So these are the things which you have to check before setting up a tank or in the process of setting up a tank. Set up your aquarium tank well. Share your experience with us. Happy fish keeping. Thank you.